Today on the channel, things are more than meets the eye with Transformers Series 1 Ultimate Edition from Super 7, The Ghost of Starscream.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimate Edition unboxing and review from Transformers Series 1 today. We've got the Ghost of Starscream. Spooky! But for all your other action figure needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use the link in the description below to get 10% off all in-stock items, plus free shipping over $39. Got to get a deal all day long, and that's what I did with these Transformers Series 1 Ultimate figures. Right now, currently, as I film this, they have these part of an outlet deal where you get the entire Wave 1, including a free diorama print background, $165 shipped to your door, but even better, if you use my link, you can save 10% on top of that. Got to get a deal all day long. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the reviews on the channel. Take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And this is the final edition from Series 1 Transformers Super 7 Ultimate Edition. And we got the Ghost of Starscream. Man, talk about a deep cut. I don't know. We talked about it in the Bombshell Bonsai-tron video. A little bit about my thoughts on the Super 7 Ultimates Transformers Wave. How Series 1 didn't start out with that grand slam that you really need to cement a line with. They gave us some deep cuts, an Insecticon, a deep cut Starscream, but of course a major heavy hitter in Optimus Prime. So they tried to give a little bit for everybody, I felt like, which I don't know in Series 1 if that is the way to go. You got to dangle some stuff in the future, but I do know we're getting a traditional version of Starscream. It'll be a repaint. Gotta get the most out of your molds. They should have gave us that traditional Starscream in Series 1. Have Optimus, Starscream kind of anchor Series 1. Maybe keep the Insecticon Bombshell in there. And then maybe give us another heavy hitter like a Ratchet or somebody like that. Somebody just bigger. Maybe even that Grimlock probably would have been good to go with Series 1. But you can't change the past. You can't change the future. Well, maybe you can. It depends who you are. But very interesting with the Ghost of Starscream. Now, of course, if you know the history of Transformers, of course, he was killed, came back as Ghost, all that kind of fun stuff. And it's an easy way to get the most out of your molds. The minute this was announced, I think the majority of us knew, hey, we're going to get the regular edition Starscream, be an easy repaint, got to get the most out of your molds. We knew that was coming. So an interesting line, and like I always say, I'm looking for this in my Transformers, but I gotta think, most Transformers fans, they're probably a little down on this line. They want Transformers that transform, and I say it all the time. I'm looking for something just displayed. I like to display them in robot mode, except for my Insecticons, except for my Dinobots. I like them in robot mode on my shelf displayed. I'm cool with this, but I understand the critics out there that maybe this isn't for them, and hey, guess what? That's the beauty of life. You can just walk on by and you can buy your other Transformers. There's plenty of Transformers to buy out there, as we all know. So without further ado, let's check out the Ghost of Starscream. Very cool Super 7 packaging, very uniform as we know, all same size boxes, things like that. Transformers logo, Ghost of Starscream there, all kinds of accessories and things. I like the translucentlessness of this figure. Very cool idea, I think. Around there, nothing too special. Super 7. And on the back of the package, it rates the guys on the back of the package. I'd prefer a blurb. You guys know me, I love a good blurb, but it does give a little, dials it in to see what their best skills are and stuff. Speed is his #1 thing, and he's very high on courage, and I always felt like he wasn't as courageful. Is that a word, courageful? Probably not, but it is now. He's pretty high on courage, which I think is a mistake, if you ask me. But of course, he is kind of the second in command of the Decepticons, I guess we would say. I think that's a fair enough assessment. I'm going to pull him out. We'll see him in the old plastic prison here. See what all the fuss is about. I like that back kind of mirrored look back there. Very cool. I like that. And there he is, the old Ghost of Starscream doing old ghostly things in the package. Looking pretty good. But let me take him offline. Let me get everything out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Ghost of Starscream. Alright, that spooky ghost Starscream's out of the package. I hope he doesn't haunt my dreams for the rest of eternity. We'll see what happens. But of course, like usual, we're going to start with the accessories with Starscream. Don't got a ton to talk about here, but we got a few things here. We do have extra hands. Of course, you always got to have hands with action figures, and Super 7 always comes in the hand department. Looks like, what do we got? Fist of Fury? Oh, we got 2 Fists of Ghost Fury over there. And then we get a wide open hand, a 4 Horsemen figure. What is this saying? Starscream joining the Horsemen? He's got that. We got 2 trigger fingers here, and then we got a wide open hand. So I think you almost need the splayed out hands. He's a ghost. He's going to haunt your dreams. You can do that. But I do love the coolness factor here. The blue plastic with the glitter throughout looks awesome. It looks good in pictures. Looks even better in person on these. I will tell you guys that. Then we get 2 extra heads. Holy cow. I guess let's compare heads on this Starscream first. Let's talk about the heads. Now the head we got on the figure here, I don't know what to think about this one. It's like a smiling. If you're a ghost, you're not real happy. You're haunting the afterlife. You're probably not a happy camper. Most ghosts, I don't think are. I haven't encountered any, but I'm open to it. Hey, if they want to say hi. I'd rather see Bigfoot myself, but winners can't be choosers, and beggars can't be choosers. But we got a weird smirking face on Starscream here, so I'm not the biggest fan of this head sculpt here, but he does have the glitter throughout, the translucent plastic, that going on. Hopefully these heads are a little bit better here. Now this one's a lot better. Now it's an angry face, grumpy angry face. I'm here for that one. That looks good. That might be the one I use. And then what's this one? Oh, I think this is a throwback to the original G1 era Starscream head. I believe that's what this one is here. So you get 3 versions, and this probably tells you everything we need to know about the future one. We're going to get these same heads without the glitter, without the translucent action, the more gray tones to it on that future Starscream from Super 7. But I say this head, the Mad Head's the way to go. The other 2 heads are a miss for me. I got to be honest, they're a miss. But I like this one. As long as we got one good head, you're not displaying all 3, I don't think. Unless you're crazy. So that's the accessories here. Now maybe we got more. Okay, well, these do come out. I figured they probably would. But very iconic to Starscream. Of course, the blasters on his arms. He's got 2 blasters, 1 for each arm, of course. And they do just plug in the side. They got a peg hole on the side. You peg them in, and you're off to the good old races there. So now let's get down to this figure. Let's see what's going on. Let's go through this. We already talked about the head. Let's talk about the torso. And up there, you got his... what are these things on the side? Jets? I don't know what they are exactly, but very good. Once again, translucent red plastic. You got the glitter throughout. Looks really, really sharp. Looks really good. I really do like this one. This one is better than expected. Very, very cool. The glitter throughout really adds to it. It's like they got the clear plastic and just, did one of those. That's probably what they did. They sprinkled it with glitter like you do anything else. But it looks good. The sculpting looks good throughout. I like the arms and the feet, how they have that blue translucent plastic. That looks really good. He does have the wings on the back that are attached. Very nice attention to detail here. They can be moved out of the way. They can be moved up and back and forth. So you can have them flying. You got the Decepticon logo there on the wings. I like that the wings can move out of the way. I wasn't sure if that was part of it or not. They can be moved. That is really good. And that's going to help with articulation because you move these arms, these weapons do get in the way. But if you move them out of the way like that, no problems, no hindering of articulation. He does got, that's not bad. If you angle it just right, it does square up. You can get some good articulation, but it is also limited. But once again, it is a blocky style robot. You got to kind of work within your means, but I know a lot of people are down on these because, hey, they want more articulation to them, and I understand that too. But then, like I said, these weapons do plug in. The weapons are translucent as well. That looks good. You do get the bicep cut. You do get a cut at the elbow, so you can move. No, you just got bicep cut. That's all you get. And then you get hands that are movable side to side, up, down, back and forth there. So a little bit limited in the arm department. Does he have any kind of waist at all? No waist. We do get an ab crunch, a little bit of an ab crunch. Not really much. It is hindered by the cockpit there. These are on ball joints, so you can take these off. If you want to take these off, more power to you, I guess. But they do plug in very easily and apparently fall out somewhat easily. But they do go in there like that. So you can't move those in and out of the way. He does do big old robot splits, a lot more than I would expect him to do for sure. You do get the knee articulation. Decent knee articulation there. And then you should get side to side. No knee side to side either on that. And you got some big tree trunk like legs. You can see through these things. A little bit murky, of course. He is a ghost after all. And then you got feet up and down. No real side to side. And you got the little pegs on the bottom that launch him in there. Let's see. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Of course, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% at ringside collectibles. So you got that going on right there, and he fits perfectly on a ringside stand if you feel you need a stand, but obviously he's going to stand pretty good on his own, I think. He's got a nice enough base going for him. Well, maybe not. Maybe he won't stand on his own. Or maybe he will. Maybe he will. There it is. Starscream standing on his own. Him and Megatron, quite the feud as we know. Unfortunately, he became a ghost, but then came back like everybody always comes back. They always come back, as we know. But I like this one. I like this one a lot more than expected. An interesting wave in Series 1. And I guess I'll get some of those guys out right now. We got Bonsai Tron. He's probably going to be my least favorite. We can see how these guys scale together as well. Probably going to be my least favorite just because I have no connection really to the character at all. Starscream, of course. We all know Starscream. One of the OG players of the Transformers game. Then we got Bombshell here. Of course, Bombshell and Insecticons, so I do like the Insecticons. However, I prefer my Insecticons transformed, where I prefer these other guys in robot mode. I know I'm a complex individual. And then Optimus Prime, to me, the crown jewel of the set. I really do like this Optimus Prime. And like I said, there's a lot of people down on this line, but I like it. It is what I'm looking for, and it is definitely better than the Transformers Red Hasbro series. I unboxed that way long ago on the channel. I did not like those figures at all. I was very disappointed in the scaling of those figures, how they felt, and the price point, even more so in the price point in this day and age. This feels a little bit better for me, especially in an outlet deal like I got through Entertainment Earth and 10% off on top of that. Feels a lot better about myself about that one. And you can see how these guys kind of scale together with different sizes and things where we didn't get that in the red line, the RED line, whatever we're going to call it. So it's an interesting set. It'll be even more interesting what the future holds on this because I'm not sure how well this Series 1 sold. Not sure about Series 2, Series 3. We'll see how Series 4 does. Will this go the way of the dodo? I'm not exactly sure, but more to come on the Transformers Super 7s on the channel. On weekly purchases, we'll talk about it, I'm sure, eventually. So we'll see what happens. But I'm here for War Transformers, but I think it'd be a smart move to give us heavy hitter after heavy hitter until you can't anymore. That's probably the best business hat decision if I was making the rules over there. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? What are your thoughts on these guys? Easy pass, easy pickup. Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to thumbs up this video. Give it the old like. You made it this far. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the old notification bell. We got videos every single day over here on the channel. And don't forget about the Patreon. That is your best way to support the channel. You get early content, bonus content, exclusive content, monthly giveaways, videos like this much, much earlier than traditional YouTube. And, of course, like I said, best of all, you do support the channel via the Patreon. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And follow along and check in with me over there on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Transformers Ultimate Series 1, I am Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.